Today I'm going to be measuring and reviewing this Bagsmart carry-on bag that was recently sent to me by the brand. You can see it's going to have like soft sides, so this isn't going to be a hard shell case. This is actually almost like a puffy jacket here on the front, and then the same thing on this or on the side, and the same thing on the front as well. It does have zippers, so you've got a pouch here. This does have a little mesh sink, so nothing falls out when you unzip it. So that's going to be a nice feature on there. I will measure all of the pockets here in a few minutes. You've got this pocket here on the front that opens up. This is going to have like a spot for your laptop to easily slide into, and then of course extra storage in that pouch as well. Has an additional pouch here on this part. Let me go ahead and show you that. So again, you've got a pouch. This one runs all the way from here all the way to the end. So that's going to be that one. And then I'm going to go ahead and open this. So this actually has a lock on it, so you can lock and unlock. You can set your code and lock that, so that's going to be a nice feature as well. And then you're going to have the spot for all of your clothes to go in here. It comes with a couple straps on the bottom, and then there's no additional pockets in here. This does unzip. If you need to put something below the lining, you can do that, or maybe you just need to clean out under there or something, whatever the case might be. You can unzip that below the lining. And then on the back side of here, you've got a couple of additional pouches. This one's going to be a fully plastic pouch, so this should be good for like if you're traveling with kids and maybe you're worried about they soil something, you need a place to put it. This would work great for that. Also comes with this mesh one up here. Also, let me go ahead and grab a tape measure here just to kind of get you the measurements on all the different parts of this bag. So let's start with the inside. So depth on the inside is going to be right around 9 inches. Width on this is going to be right at 13, and then height, so going from the top to the bottom, it's going to be about 17.5 inches for the storage of your items inside of here. Now this little plastic pouch is going to be about 13 inches across, and it's going to go about 9 inches high. Same 13 inches across on this mesh one, and it's going to go about 7.5 inches high on there. Now let's go ahead and look at this pouch here on the front. So again, you've got this one main pouch. So let's go ahead and open that. Now the thickness on this one is going to be kind of hard to measure because obviously it could pop out just a little bit. I'm just going to go a general depth. You could probably go a couple of inches, 2-3 inches without too many issues, especially here at the top. Full depth on this, so going all the way in, is going to be right at 16.5 inches. And then on this across, so this top is going to be the narrowest portion, and that's going to be right around 12 inches for that. Now this little pocket is going to be a little bit thinner, right? So the thickness, how puffy you could go is going to be depending on what's below, right? I'm just going to give you this measurements on that. Again, you're going to be right at 16, and then your width across on that one is going to be about 11.5 inches there. And the last pocket is going to be your side pocket here. So let me go ahead and unzip that, just to give you the measurements on that. Again, you could have it poked out a little bit, probably a couple inches on there. Your depth is going to be about 13.75 or so. I'm just going to kind of go the smallest here. That's going to be about 5 to 6 inches. Like right here's 5. It's going to be 7 up there at the top of the curve on that pocket. Now this does extend, so this part here is going to go up or go down all of the way. So you can adjust that as needed, which I'll give you the height on the handlebar here as well. It does come with 4 wheels, independently rolling wheels on the bottom. So you can easily just set it on the floor, roll it, doesn't have to be tilted or anything like that to roll. Now this is going to be plastic here. These wheels are going to have like a rubberish on them and then plastics on the inside. And then this is going to be metal, like the metal rivet is going to be on there and there. So, because this is plastic, may have, issues here and there. If you've got some rough baggage handlers over time, could certainly cause issues with these wheels, them all being plastic. But I've even had ones in the past where they were metal and the people end up breaking them or busting them or whatever. So, it really is just depending on, the baggage handlers, truthfully. Since it's a carry-on, you shouldn't have as many issues as long as you don't check your carry-on bag. That shouldn't be a problem. Now, full measurements, okay? So let me give you the measurement of the bag itself, just so if you're looking, okay, how big is this bag going to be? This is assuming it's not puffed out at all, assuming you just have everything flat inside of it. What measurements are you going to get? So out to the front, we are at 10.5 inches, okay? Height is going to be, with the handle and everything, is going to be about 19 to 19.5. That's with this little puffed up handle here. And then your width, so going across on this, is going to be about 13 7/8, a hair shy of 14 inches across. Now let me measure it with the handle up. Now that handle goes nice and high. I'm actually really pleased with that. Your handle height is going to be at 41 inches. Now I'm a taller guy, so I'm 6'1", and this is really high even for me. You can see how easily that rolls across the ground. I just have it here on the floor in my house. Easily rolls across the ground. Because of those four wheels, you don't have to turn it or tilt it. It is just going to kind of roll like that. Now it does have a couple of different height settings. So this is its tallest, and then you can go down to that and then go all the way down. And it does easily go up. Okay, stops there if you let go of it, or it goes up to there. So you have two different height settings. So you have the tallest, and then you have that one right there. I got to stop. So there we go. That's going to be your second one there. Okay, so that's going to be your second height that is available for it, or you can go all the way up to there if you wish. Totally up to you. But that handle easily slides right down inside. So overall, definitely a really nice bag from Bagsmart.